video for you to watch. And I also did some fact checks to make sure that the news is correct. Spoke to some people, alumni, and I also, confirmed with people that actually are still students right there, and people that are in the country. And all the news confirmed what was in that attachment that you're going to have an opportunity to watch in a few minutes. I would say that I'm very disappointed, but not surprised, because they elected the wrong person to be president. He is an ignorant illiterate that education is not a priority to him. And also the people that is in his cabinet, they are people who have to curtail the college, like follow the footsteps of the leader, so-called leader, And what do you expect? If that is not a priority, they're going to allow whatever issues and problems that the universities have been suffering for so long to disrupt and eventually destroy the the whole system, and that is shocking, because in this day and age, in 21st century, we should be like opening more universities, even making sure that everyone gets an opportunity to attend university if they are qualified to go to university for free. If I was president, I will ensure that anyone that is interested in studying and is doing very well gets scholarship to attend university, at least 80% of the students. But instead, we're shutting down the university. What does that say about that country? Like Nigeria, you're not even, like, how much is the naira rate to a dollar right now? Is it like 1,500 to $1 or 1,200? But it's at least over 1,000. We're already suffering that economic wise, and now you're destroying the educational system. University of Benin, where I attended, is at least the sixth of the best universities in that country. It's a federal university. And for the students to be subjected to such inhumane situation as having power, electricity supply just 1 hour out of 24 hours is preposterous. Preposterous, ridiculous, and unacceptable. But it happened. Only that country, Nigeria. You're number one in everything. You're doing so well in fashion, nobody can compare to you. You're doing so well in entertainment, in music, Nollywood movies, and all of that. But what is the money doing? Where is it going? If you have no educators, if there are no educators, if educated people are no more, how do you make decisions? I know illiterates, some illiterates, they didn't have to go to school, they're doing well. That is rare because of the grace of God, but it's not their wish either. Maybe it's just because of the environment, product of environment that, that caused that situation. But nobody wishes to have a child in this day and age that is not educated. Just because you weren't educated or enough, or education didn't pass through you, does not mean that you will frustrate the efforts of those who are trying to make something out of their life. We need educated doctors because changes happen every day. They have to do research and find out a better way to do things. We need educated engineers, constructors, who will construct good roads, bridges, so that we don't suffer, drive 8 hours in potholes that are death traps. We need good beauticians, estheticians that will, do a great job on your skin, on your hair and all that. We need, good teachers that care enough, that get paid enough, that they can support the younger generation, and be able to provide for them. You understand? We don't need corrupt politicians. We don't need corrupt senators and House of Representatives, who are just there to siphon the money that rightly belongs to the citizens. Every citizen deserves a chance for education. And it is not acceptable. It is preposterous. And I condemn it. And I say, I plead with all those entertainers, all those musicians like Davido, like Flavor, like Wizkid, and Ashake guy, what's his name? I forget his name. And the other Nollywood actors and actresses all over, we need you to come together and try and build a university, whether it's your duty or not. Don't always leave everything to the government. I'm doing my thing. I'm speaking out against ills, against wrongdoing, and I'm hoping that you will share my video, that it will go viral and speak to someone's conscience today, stir up someone's conscience, that they will know that we have this one life and that it's not fair to treat people so poorly. It's not fair to expect children to study and write exams without electricity, without power, to be afraid in the dark as they walk back to their hostel, their camps. It's so unfair. We had it better during our time. We made friends. Socializing helped us to be the better person that we are today. Can you please show some concern and come up with a solution and make sure that University of Benin and any other university in that country is kept open, is kept alive, and that electricity and water supply are constant?
Oh, well, I think that something has gone wrong, and we all know what has gone wrong. You and I were in University of Benin at the same time. You know that University of Benin is not a profit-making organization or institution. It's an institution of the federal government, a premier institution, I can't say, among the top 6 universities in Nigeria, if not the best. Unfortunately, as we speak, it's shut down, not because of any other reason, other than the fact that the Benin Electricity Distribution Company has cut the electricity supply to the university. Why? In the days where we were in University of Benin, we had almost 24 hours of electricity, which was supplied by the defunct NEPA. And so why we thought there was going to be a sort of improvement. But we're talking about band A, band B, and all that. So I was flabbergasted, taken aback indeed, when I heard that University of Benin was paying 80 million naira every month as electricity bill. And on a normal time, in a privatized NEPA that has now become Benin Electricity Distribution Company, and then suddenly, without any addition of any infrastructure to improve the power situation, is a policy of the federal government saying that there should be, NEC allowing that there should be band A, band B, and the University of Benin moved to band A. Then suddenly, the electricity bill of University of Benin rises from 80 million a month to 280 million minimum a month. And then when the Vice Chancellor made an attempt to have some negotiations with the Benin Electricity Distribution Company, the distribution company decided to cut the electricity. And then it did not occur to government and to the rest of the world that the University of Benin had actually been in darkness for 1 month. And that the Vice Chancellor was managing to scrounge and find ways to buy diesel to pump water for the students. And the students just couldn't take it anymore. And now, can you imagine that is happening in the University of Benin? And how did it happen? Because if we didn't attend the school when NEPA was vilified as the worst and most corrupt and inefficient, but light never blinked. If it did, for that short time, we had one Rolls Royce in Hogwan that was going to power the entire school. What is happening? So what this means is that the government is not in touch with what's the reality. You can't have a government institution that already has a federal budget that is supported by the federal budget, money already budgeted for power, and then you come in the middle of the year and then you say they're in band A, and for no just cause you increase and then defeating the whole essence, embarrassing the president. Because right now the story is that a premier university in Nigeria has been shut down. Do you hear that about Harvard? And then the other thing you would not think of, because their children are there. Now, we went to school in the best of times. They went to school in the best of times. We even struggled, even though we paid just a minimum 60 naira as school fees. You can't expect that our children are now there and living in darkness.
All right? If you do not have the answers, you leaders that take government by the reins, step aside and let people that have more modern knowledge and understanding and know how to get the work done. Step aside for them to get it done. 280 million is too much to expect an institute of education to raise monthly. How? Why you steal money and fly private jets all over the place and get your girlfriends to run businesses in different ministries? You know that God is going to judge you. God is going to judge you. Nobody lives forever. And many of you have already started, you have started receiving the repercussions of it. I'm not going to mention names at this time, but you know, you send an apology to the Vice Chancellor of the university. And I also encourage all the alumni that are doing well worldwide to please find a way to come together so that we can revive our alma mater again. All right? Together we stand. Divided we'll fall. Let us not fall, but let us remain united in spirit. God bless you. My name again is Millicent Alagere. I'm an author. Go get my book. It's called Act Like You Already Won. All right? Act Like You Already Won is on Amazon.com. Thank you.